Takže dobré dámy a pánové, z dnešního streamu. Dneska se opět podíváme na hru Hogwarts Legacy. Co se mi to podaří zapnout. Tak jo, už jde. Snad to bude vidět. Já doufám, že se mi to uložilo ten save. No jak můžete vidět, nebo můžete slyšet, tak ještě rozhodl jsem si, že to dostreamuji už na počítači, na tom novém času. Já vidím, že obraz ještě nejde, to znamená, že jak se dostanu do menu, tak se na to kouknu. Jo, už to jede. Počkej. Tak, máme tady moji postavu, vypadá kapku jinak, protože jsem to musel odehrát znova. Ale skončil jsem na tom stejném místě. Skončil na tom stejném místě vlastně jako předtím. Přesně tady. Tak. Koukneme se, co máme za kvěsíčka. Michael the Path, jo, ale nemám potřeba 18. Tady jsou prachy. To je nic. To taky nic. Tohle si můžeme udělat. Nepamatuju si, jestli jsem to už dělal předtím. Nemožně jsem to dělal na PSku, ještě jak jsem to hrál.
Deek would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin.
I have the moonstone you require.
Good. Then you can conjure more than potion. Conjuration can be used to decorate. Why don't you try it on the...
Okay. Jo, děkuji za vstup.
Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
OK.
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you
Wow.
think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when...
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Ice cream.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Ale super, nevím, jestli jsem dal to.
An even bigger space.
Jo.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
OK, to se přijete pryč.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that, Deke has had a thought. He... Oh, seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
Wonder who lives here.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Oh wait, máme vlastně
This
toho
could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Let's go.
Bust the high wing! No need to race now, my friend. Potato! Stupefy! Wingardium Leviosa!
Počkej, potřebujeme ty ohnivé kouzlíčka tady, ne?
Confringo! Is that Inferior's wearing a woolen jumper? That must be Bardolph. Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Levioso! Confringo! Stupefy! 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 Levioso! Stupefy! Protego! Bardolph's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him. Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Repulsor! Confringo!
Máme nové rukavice, výborně. Zase ofenzivnutý něco. Oh wait, wait. To mám, to vypadá dobře.
Everything's all right now. High Wing, go! Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No, this can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph, my dear brother.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Bardolph, you wouldn't have lived.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. My apologies. I've not been myself since we last met. Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. It's Ranrock I have to thank for losing Bardolph. If only I could somehow rid our hamlet of these monsters. I'm simply at my wit's end.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home. Bardolph, you wouldn't have left without saying goodbye, would you? I should have done more. I shall never forgive myself. Bardolph, you wouldn't have left without saying goodbye, would you? I should have done more. I shall never forgive myself.
Revelio.
Bardolph, you wouldn't have left without saying goodbye,
Pojmenovali.
would you?
A tady ještě druhá.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Depulso. Confringo. Lumos.
Já myslím, že musí být vlastně noc. A...
Mine now, demiguise. Levioso. Depulso. Confringo.
Ne, jo.
Revelio. This looks intriguing.
Můžeme zničit ty gobliny encountují. Už máme těž nějaký souboj pořádný.
You will regret coming here.
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame Bone
How nice of you to stop by.
Confringo! Protego!
One less human to worry. One less human to worry about. I'll cut you from... I won't rest.
Wingardium Leviosa. Stupefy. Leviosa. Capulso.
Like that before. No!
Protego.
I will make you.
Leviosa. One camp down, one more to go. Revelio.
Enjoy suffering. Most goblins in my family weren't in the mind. And utterly pitiful.
Confringo. Glacius.
You won't
Protego.
get away with that. You don't believe you can... There, that's stupid. I've never... Oh. Ah.
Depulso.
Well,
Stupefy.
Red Rock
Glacius.
coming. I should have been.
Protego.
Such arrogance. Not quiet enough. Over here.
Glacius. Stupefy. Repulsor.
I won't.
Protego.
Why can't I hit you? No!
Confringo. Glacier. Stupefy. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. This place has seen better days. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
I do miss the bustle of business.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
Oh, I wish my brother could have done what you did. Perhaps he'd still be with me now. I'm especially grateful. You did, for Bardolph, what I could not. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
I do appreciate what you went through to... Thank you. Sincerely. Marvellous. I could always use more of these.
Nice.
I still can't believe that Bardolph has joined the Ashwinder. Thank you for passing through. I do appreciate what you went through to find my brother.
Okay, že to potřebujeme level. A už můžeme. Bomba.
Off on another adventure.
Tak, čeká nás teda
You
druhá
would be
zkouška.
wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle.
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
Jdeme zpátky do toho hradu, kde jsme předtím.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Ty vole, daleko docela. No, naštěstí máme Redemption Feldcroft, takže to je kousek od tamtud.
Wonder who lives here.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Let's go.
Intrepid travelers, the both of you. Keep your wits about you.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child. But which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Cool. Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we looked. Well, if he asks.
That does sound easier. Let's do that.
How nice of you. You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Glacius!
Ooh. No arroba. I'll do it.
Wingardium Leviosa!
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special word you want me to pass on to your mum? Expulso! What are your thoughts on?
Please
Try to make this too
Protego! Stupid!
An intruder!
Confringo!
Flash of inspiration!
Depulso!
I won't rest!
Stupid!
We're gonna die, are we?
Depulso! Protego! Stupid! Confringo!
I'll make you wish you were back at school! Kill you when I get down from here! Back to the bench!
Stupid!
You won't get away with that!
Glacius!
What? Come on! You won't survive this, my young friend! What was that? Even though I'm not alone.
Glacius! Revelio.
Ci sta.
Doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me.
Revelio.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Revelio. Confringo.
Is there something to those symbols on the walls?
There is. I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
Ah, wait, still not good enough.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be!
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Tak, si incontriamo. Druhá zkouška. I'll tell you what.
I need to reposition that
Jsem nechtěl říct.
out of it. Perhaps the archway is the answer. Wingardium Leviosa.
Jestli je místo, kdyby na to mohl skočit.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Aha. Dobré.
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it. Wingardium Leviosa.
Aha, že je další boss.
Glacius. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto.
Ne, nebyl zlý.
Depulso! Depulso! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo!
Oh, I see.
Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa!
Tak.
Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one.
Wingardium Leviosa.
No, это. Snad.
Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Ty puzy nemám rád. Mi to vůbec nejde.
Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius. Confringo. Capulso. Glacius. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Depulso. Superfly. Protego. Stupefy. Glacius.
What a relief.
Slámka, dobré.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isadore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Okay. Isadora.
Revelio.
Levera začíná trošku zlobit.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed, I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Máme zimu. A s tím minus FPS nějaký. Ale 19 třeba.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Come on in. Healing potion. Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Tím se nějaké není.
Nobody will miss.
Confringo!
You cost us our ransom. We had woman till you showed up, little cape flapper. Yes. They say you're home. There's talk of what you.
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo.
Oh, co to je? Battle Arena. Kurama si Battle Arena. Oh, konzu. Ej, takhle.
Another pitiful beast. I'm not done with you.
Crucio.
That's the best you can do. You're going to regret it.
You let your respect well go.
Confringo. Potato.
You...
Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself.
One less human.
Stop it!
Avada Kedavra! You do that!
Avada Kedavra.
I shall avenge your death.
Alto já me pode. Vem. Dois.
Potato!
Someone's been taken out on me! Fight about what is a period?
Stupefy! Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
Jestem na to XP-čka tady.
What? I'm Potato!
You can't hold out forever. I should warn you. I won't make the same.
I didn't realize.
Stupefy!
Incendio! Someone's here. How nice of you to stop by. Little moon.
Go Stupefy!
One of those.
Potato! Stupefy! Imperial!
At your service.
If you could. Look what you've done! You paid. You can't stop us.
Confringo!
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Stupefy!
There'll be more of that.
Imperio!
Why, there's the students from the town.
Confringo!
Avada Kedavra!
Crucio! Potato! Crucio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy. Imperial. Avada Kedavra. That was a close one.
Ha! Another pitiful beast.
Confringo.
Little saviour. He's the one who took the goblin elm.
Imperial.
Oh, what's the last
Avada Kedavra.
One less human.
Crucio. Protego.
Novice pluck.
Confringo.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Think you're clever? Wanna look up?
Imperio.
This'll be a lark. Hard to bring down. It won't stop me.
Crucio.
Surely you can see that.
Protego. Imperio.
You won't get away with that.
Confringo.
Now let's get this over with.
Crucio.
There you are.
Protego.
I will make you pay.
Confringo. Avada Kedavra. Confringo.
Naučím se to definovat ten nápad.
I think
always said
there were
that
dossiers as
travel
well.
broadens the mind.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
window.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
OK, vypadá hodně zajímavé. Ty vole, za mě v prdeli.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Aj, Poppy.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Tak, pojď, Poppy. Poppy brain time.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Plans must be carefully and strategically laid out. Haste is a fool's chariot. I shall not allow it to
I've heard centaurs quieter than you.
How unfortunate for you.
Potato!
Avoiding our
Glacius! Potato! You'll need to be quicker than...
Confringo!
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain. Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't gonna get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is gonna get me precise.
Totalis.
least a week before you go poking about the tracks of a reaver.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Ramrock will want his burgundy cat. Don't think you'll get it out of here.
Protego!
Get accustomed to that. I won't rest until you're dead.
Repulsor! Protego! Stupid one!
I will make you pay. I won't rest
Places!
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. Time to get my claws out.
Stop right there.
one less human to
Shall we finish what we started? Back for more? Good. Lots of bright child.
Stupefy!
Ah, the lamb returns to the
Places! Protego! Stupefy! Repulsor!
Time to teach someone a lesson! Why, let me out, son!
Defender! Accio!
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way!
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Tak, jde na šílko. Jo, to je ten quest. Dosáhneš mi to Crucio. Takže ještě si dáme tenhle ten quest a pak to tady už končí.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
Please, Ominous. I confided in you before about what happened with the Undercroft. Sebastian simply wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favourite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? Accio, tell me when I've practically begged.
Confringo! You told me what I needed. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
Its 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt?
Reparo!
Ominous. The family was here. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak past the tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Believe me, I am having thoughts, but I'm still convinced we should go ahead.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the 2 of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the 2 of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
Lumos, the door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues. Confringo!
The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
Lumos!
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work. Lumos.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Tady to je oko a šipka.
We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
God.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Loom. Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Another... not the welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did. And she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Lumos. I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture. I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spell's the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Crucio! Are you all right? Are you all right?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something?
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Revelio.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
OK, tak to bychom teda měli. No, já to tady už dneska ukončím. Tak, takže doufám, že jsem tento stream líbil. Pokud dejte like, pokud ještě nemáte, dejte odběr. Protože tento stream vidět svými přáteli. No a pro tento stream už teda čus.